In this video I want to cover a conditioning exercise that you can do if you want to do better in competition or just plinking at the range. Now I have a rifle here and I also have a pistol, and I'm going to show you a method that I use for both to get myself, better shoulder strength and get my muscles more in tune with the job of, preparing to have to follow through and hold a weapon on somebody, as I've had to do in deployment. And I can tell you right now that from my time in deployment, holding a weapon on somebody, for an extended amount of time, for even longer than a minute, it's going to wear on you, especially if your heart rate is up. So this exercise is really designed to kind of mimic that. The pistol, not so much, it's a little bit extreme, but the point is the same. You want to basically get used to having to hold your weapon up and, hold it still for as long as possible, get in a good fighting stance like you're going to be shooting. And this would work better with a conventional rifle, but even with a bullpup like the Firearm, this has got a center of balance which is like right here. So basically I've got a lot of pressure on this hand, and even on this hand it's feeling it a bit. But the Tavor not so much, but you're still going to have the same problem holding your own arm, your arm weight up. So conventional rifles, you're going to have to, you're going to have to use a little bit more strength. Now the beginner stage of this is just putting like a thumbtack on one side of the room, going to the other, and just holding your empty rifle up there, and just trying to stay with your sights, whether it be irons, holographic sight, red dot sight, whatever, holding it perfectly on that thumbtack for as long as possible. And you're going to start shaking and stuff like that, but being in a good combat shooting stance is really the way to start it off. So that's the beginner phase. The next one is taking another rifle and taking a sling and slinging it over the barrel, the front of the barrel just before the hider, the flash hider, and then doing the same thing and seeing how long you can hold it. This is really going to test your shoulder strength, but you're probably not going to be able to do it for too long. But I would recommend having something under it, so when you do actually fatigue, you don't want to drop, that weapon on anything too hard, mess up your floors or whatever. If you want to just drop it on carpet, I have no problem dropping my guns, but do what you will. But maybe you want to have some pillows or whatever. Let it down easy. Maybe a bed of roses. Who cares? But anyways, with the rifle out of the way, let's go ahead and move on to the pistol. Got my USP 40 here. And you can do this with an empty gun and it'll work just fine. And again, the beginner phase is basically just having that thumbtack on the wall, getting your proper sight picture and just holding it there from your good shooting stance. And this is going to be very difficult because your arms are going to be all the way out, and you want to concentrate on getting a good grip and holding that good grip the entire time. And you're going to start seeing swaying and all that other stuff. So that's the beginner phase. The next phase, again, same as the rifle. You put your sling over the front of the pistol, and this is about a 7-8 pound rifle that I have here. And so I have my Styrog on the front of the pistol, just before the front sight, and I'm getting a lot of weight on that end. And I'm already getting, mosquitoes, I'm already getting some weight. So, when you're done, I recommend going to this position, kind of sliding the sling back towards you, and that way you can catch it. But, you can do that for a good amount of time before you get too much, I guess you could say, too much tension into where you completely wear out your shoulders. But if you have good shoulder strength, you'll need to do it for longer, obviously, because you're trying to get yourself to a breaking point. That's how muscles grow. So time under tension is the name of the game. So a way that you can up that is also practice your trigger control while you're doing that. So dry fire, a double action pistol is perfect for that. You don't need to do a striker fired pistol because we're trying to get strength here. I would recommend a heavy double action pistol, and while you're holding it, just trying to pull it as fast as you can without moving the gun, and that's it. That's going to enhance the strength of your trigger finger. So just going bink, 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 bing, 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 bing while you're doing that, and then take a little break when you can't really pull the trigger anymore, and then just keep going. Time under tension and constant repetition. This is the way that you make gains in the fitness world, but in the shooting world, there's ways that we can adapt things. So anyways, I hope you found that useful, and go ahead and give it a try. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You guys have a good one.